There is no doubt that the sanctions on Russia will significantly impact the global economy. Oil prices will likely hit $185 should the Russia sanctions persist. This tweet suggests that Russia is working on a digital one world, one currency for trade, according to the nation's local media. And here's another interesting tweet coming from the same account. Now guys, need I say what opportunities these series of tweets, if confirmed to be true, would pose for XRP should Russia and its allies dump the two most significant currencies in the world? This is to say that the beginning of the Russian sanctions by NATO, the EU, UN, and the US might as well mark the start of newer phases for XRP. This is mainly why I urge you all to stay tuned. We'll not only be covering cryptocurrencies now, but we'll also be talking more extensively on the ongoing war between Russia and Ukraine, its consequences on the world economy, and how Ripple comes into play. Thanks for watching Make Money Online. If you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on post notifications. We also have a crypto Discord group where we give out calls for our favorite altcoins, and you can also win special rewards for inviting your friends to the group. Links for that are in the description. Right now, we have Bitcoin trading around the $40,000 mark, as it seems to be retracing back to its position from last week, where we had the flagship crypto trading above its month-long resistance at $43,000, reaching $45,000. While Bitcoin is currently exchanging hands with a nearly 2% increase to the upside, XRP registers an almost 7% increase in price. And judging from the latest news from the Kremlin, it seems to be that the crypto asset class might just be entering yet another bullish rally. And just as the bearable bull has confirmed in one of his recent videos, I'm also expecting a 75% bullish momentum in the crypto space. I'm particularly bullish about XRP. So if we combine what we have right now with the current market standing, alongside the after effects of Russia's sanctions by the world powers, if we take a look back at what happened in the past, in 2014, we could see that a similar scenario is in play. And suppose we're to consider what occurs historically with invasions, with the sanctions, and what Russia has learned from those. In that case, we remember that the Russian government had talked about setting up a digital currency to help alleviate the economic effects of its ban during the Crimean era back in 2014. Putting that into perspective, what has Russia learned from its past sanctions from the US and its allies? Well, a lot, and one of those is the fact that owning a digitized, permissionless currency is in itself the best course of action to circumvent economic sanctions. If you want to know how that works, you can check out some of our previous videos. We've discussed it extensively in an earlier video. But the question of whether the price of such altcoins as XRP could increase drastically amid the Russia-Ukraine crisis is indeed one without an answer just yet. And even though the CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has confirmed the disinvolvement of XRP in all of this, we still have reasons to believe otherwise. That argument stands, since the blockchain is immutable and cannot be traced but tracked. Since anyone could utilize the network anonymously, even if Ripple eventually decides to ban all accounts coming out of Russia, there is little they could do to achieve that. And I know you might wonder why I keep emphasizing Ripple, despite the existence of other competent crypto assets like Stellar XLM and Algorand, which were created specifically for purposes like these. I still keep insisting on XRP. Well, the answer to that is simple. As the era of meme coins fades away, with more crypto regulation looming over the crypto space, we just might be seeing the rise of cryptocurrencies with utility. Thus, the fall of cryptos without a use case, especially these meme coins like Dogecoin, Floki Inu, Shiba Inu, and others. As we already know, Ripple's extensive association with over 350 of the world's largest banks and financial institutions has been reported by the company back in Q4 of last year. How in actuality does Ripple function with banks, though? Wave's fundamental objective is banking establishments' adherence to the crypto environment. This task has enjoined Ripple to be effectively associated with such financial giants as Santander, Union Credit, and BBVA. Also, it's related to the Federal Bank of India, Bhutan, Palau, France, Britain, and one of the most renowned cryptos in all of Asia. For example, other banks, Itaú and UBS, have also conceded utilizing the Ripple protocol for cross-border transactions. With that in mind, assuming XRP takes over only 1% of Swift's market, the digital asset price will be hitting ranges around $120. What's more interesting, we're simply talking about 1%. That's only a tiny percentage of the entire market. Now envision the price of this asset when it takes up 10, 20, 50, or even 100% of the Swift market. You guessed that right, explosive gains. So it suffices to say that XRP will lead the next phase of the bull season, termed as the utility bull run. And when we catch wind of news headlines such as these, we get even more convinced that XRP is making giant strides behind the scenes, more than we can ever know. At this point, if you're a seasoned investor, then two things should come to mind. Buy the invasion, just like in the case of the Vietnam War, the Afghan War, the Iraq War, and the Russian Crimean crisis in 2014. All of these events were followed by massive rallies to the upside in the price of digital assets. at least for those that were in existence at the time, as the experts are predicting the scenario with the Afghan war as the occurrence most similar to what we're going to be seeing in the aftermath of the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Keep in mind this isn't financial advice or anything, but I gamble we could be in for a quick rise in the price of these assets in the digitized asset class, which translates to a significant increase in the stock market and the prices of crypto assets. And suppose our assumptions turn out to be true, in that case, we might as well be having ourselves a colossal global financial crisis afterwards. As the appalling situation develops in Eastern Europe, crypto has become a sanctuary for Ukraine. They utilize crypto gifts made by NGOs and individual crypto holders to subsidize their counterattack against Russia. And on the other end of the border, we have Russia being slapped with multiple economic sanctions from several Western nations. However, maybe the most significant catastrophe for Russia's economy would be its exclusion from SWIFT. And we do know that Ripple might not serve as a replacement for SWIFT before long. As we all know, XRP is not nearly liquid enough to replace the SWIFT system in its entirety and all the settlements resulting from relationships throughout the SWIFT network. But what we do know is that should Russia adopt this one currency for all, with a high emphasis being laid on XRP, rest assured that would be the catalyst that triggers the replacement of the SWIFT system with a more digitized one. A space where XRP aces with flying colors. According to Linda P. Jones, one of America's most eloquent wealth mentors, that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on bell notifications. Leave your questions and suggestions in the comment section down below. We'll see you next time.
Hollywood Carson. Hollywood Carson.
The SWIFT system right now in our traditional banking system, just getting 10% of that transferred over to the XRP ledger is arguably going to create a $1,200 valuation for XRP. So today, one XRP, 77 cents. In the future, we can make a very good case for just getting 10% of that SWIFT traffic, increasing XRP's value to $1,200 per XRP. That's a 1,558 time increase. And that's not even the maximum price that I can see or argue for XRP. It's only my first target, roughly around $1,000 to $1,200, which I think is very doable within a 1 to 2 year period.